Hey, my sister, welcome back.
Oh, my sister in drag. Aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
Oh, how you? And that's why you got your glasses on, your Jackie Cox glasses.
Yeah,
I
I
love
do.
it. I also, I'm just noticing your
My
candle right
candle
above. Yeah, I love it.
from our darling
Candle
Tyvid.
next to Barbara, right? Is that Barbara right next door?
Oh, I guess that is like that could be a Barbara, but that was the wig I wore when I did the Kiss of the Spider-Woman premiere.
Ooh, honey. I didn't see that one. How was it?
Oh, good question.
Great. All right.
I
We'll
well
leave it
here's
at that.
I'll tell you this. I understand why they cut all of the diegetic songs, like the songs that take place in the prison. Like I get why they cut
Mm,
those because like it makes the fantasy of the musical sequences even more ridiculous when they're like in the fantasy of the movie.
yeah.
But then the prison scenes just kind of get a little repetitive because it's like, okay, well, now the prison guard's being this big much of an asshole. You know what I mean? Like it was kind of like I guess I would have just picked up the pace a little bit and I don't know, it's hard to
If
say. I also felt like all three
speaking
leads were kind of in like three different movies.
House of Gucci down, everyone was in a different movie, and that's my reference of everyone's in a different movie.
Yeah.
Speaking of different movie and something that really could have picked up the pace, Wuthering Heights, yawning,
You saw it?
boring, sloppy,
Was it even
lazy.
was it even was it even sexy?
Like not no, but like no tit, no ass. Like it was just it like
No
beautiful gowns,
ass.
beautiful set. I know. I'm like, since when are we not showing ass in an R-rated film of this stuff? We all want to go and see Jacob Elordi's big, juicy, tall ass. I
That's
mean,
what we
he
want.
looks great in it. Um, um, the gowns that they have in the film are
Beautiful
absolutely
gowns.
gorgeous. Margot
I saw
Robbie looks
pictures. I saw
wonderful.
pictures.
But yeah, it's just the story. Do you know the story at all?
Yeah, like basically like he's in love with this girl and she's like you're poor, then he comes back and then she's married to someone else and then she dies.
It's like the worst story ever. I'm like, why would you make a movie out of this? They're like, oh, a total love affair. And I'm like, I get it. But I'm also just like, you guys live literally a 5 minute walk away.
You know, there's
And
also like a
she's
whole second
dying.
half of it too that they don't usually don't make into the movie.
Well, honey, I don't know. They should have cut a lot more because I was bored to tears.
Oof.
Bored to freaking tears. Anyways, my sister, how are you? What is
Oh,
going on in your world, in your life? How are you feeling about everything in the universe right now?
Mama, it is a crazy time. I know our fans come to us for light and love and escape. It's been definitely been a tough couple weeks here in the world, just trying to make it through, we're all hoping for a quick end to a war that leads to a free Iran, but I don't know if that's going to happen or what's going to happen is what I don't know, my sister. I do not know. I am not here a lot of people, I think some people, what's really tough about the situation is some people really believe they know exactly what's going to happen and like strongly voice that opinion and like the
Right.
morality of it all. And I really don't know what's going to happen or whether any of this was for any good. Love that the former Ayatollah is dead. He was horrible. Don't know if that's going to lead to any good things or not. That's kind of the place I'm in. And just trying to check in, make sure my family that's back in Iran is safe. So trying to figure all that out. But thank you for asking, my sister. It's been a tough couple weeks.
You're welcome. I love you. Yeah, I can't really speak on anything about it. I'm just hoping for the best for the safety of all civilians who live in this world that
Period.
is being so corrupt and becoming more and more dangerous by men that we don't absolutely give a fuck about. Yeah.
Evil men in this world, evil men. Okay, now to quickly jump topics, but a segue. Do we think at the end of the day
You're another day older.
that Rob Roush from the Traitors was evil? Do you think?
I'm thinking he played the game.
I'm thinking he played the game.
I think, yeah, I'm so sorry. Like, you cannot be mad at somebody for absolutely bawling out and lying to their best friend for the sake of television. Come on. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Like, he
Yeah.
did a great fucking job. Got her ass. Poor thing.
I
So happy she
know.
got the Birkin.
Ugh.
Rouge H with gold hardware. You better go off, girl. So happy for you.
To match
Um,
her hat, her Tinkin hat
I'm thinking they're
from
straight
Tinkin.
traitors.
Traitors.
I'll be honest, I like, that's a little bit of a snooze for me. Speaking of things that can be sped up, but it's just long.
The traitors is, well, there's just so many of them. And then I will say that like the minute that she started sending like Johnny home, I was like, well, the finale's over. Like it's
Yeah.
like oh, I was like, okay, Rob's won. So, yeah. But that's not really on the producers. That was just on Maura Tinkin that she knew the way to win.
Yeah, she thought that they were going to the end. That's amazing. And they did.
And they did go to the end. I will say I'm gagged at Rob's been like, you know, doing the thing. He just recorded an audio erotica. Like he recorded full audio
What?
porn. Yeah. I'm
Where is
not I
this?
forget the name of the website or whatever. He like there's like some like company that does these. And the
Girl, this
ad
is
is like is him just talking in the microphone like, "Hey girl." And I'm like, "Oh my God." It's good. I was like, "Work, bitch."
I'm gonna write that down for later. Well,
Woo!
good for him. I love that. I will be listening. Have you read or listened to Lisa Rinna's book?
Oh my God, no, everyone keeps asking me. It is on my list. I'm
Same.
surprised Lisa Rinna did not send me a signed copy. Should I DM her?
Yeah, absolutely.
Lisa, where is my signed copy?
You are so integral to her story, I fear.
I fear as well. Also just like, I want to support the girl. I want to
You
share
were
it. I want
there
to
for
post about
Rinna
it.
Lips.
Wait, I was gagged at the reunion when they were talking about her lipstick and she was like, "Yeah, it went out of business anyway." I was like, "Oh no, I didn't even know."
Oh yeah.
Rinna Beauty.
I was like, well, Jackie didn't get any more PR, so I'm guessing that it's done. But you know what? That's not going to keep our girl from dancing at her beautiful backyard. Hell no.
No. I mean, I would be surprised if Andy doesn't offer her a diamond next year. Like, I would be surprised. No one is liking Beverly Hills as it is. Literally not a person.
Not a soul.
Like,
Yeah, I
I don't
think
even see anyone talking about it because it's so like,
she said she doesn't want to go back. And I kind of am like, to me, I would let them wait longer. I would kind of
sure.
what because to me, I'll tell you this, I think it's the fucking fans who ruined this for her. They were
Mm.
so hard on her when she was going through such a difficult time. Everybody dogpiled on her for, to me, absolutely no reason. And I wouldn't want to go back to these people who just don't think anything of me, these fucking fans who are literally idiots. I
Nope.
wouldn't want to go and do that. Dangle a carrot over them for as long as you can, Lisa Rinna, because they fucked you up for a minute
Yeah.
and they don't deserve you to come back. They don't deserve
It's
you now.
it's also really tough because like part of me gets why Drag Race fans hate when queens are villains because like okay fine it's supposed to be a reality competition not like this isn't House of Villains or whatever but Real Housewives literally is all about conflict and conflict resolution. That is the entire plot of the show. There's no
Literally.
other like there's no that's the only way the show works. Like that's what's entertaining about it is seeing these women go through their relationships and the drama they're in.
Everybody should be grateful that these women are getting together in a beautiful backyard on a Tuesday, drinking wine over a charcuterie board and yelling at each other. What more could you want? And they all look fabulous to boot? Great. Shut up. Leave your opinions to the fucking group chat. But I guess people think that Twitter has become a group chat, and it just like I guess it is in that sense, but like get that person's number, honey. Like you don't need to be anonymous with Freaky Friday 6 7 on
Ooh,
Twitter. You know what I mean?
ooh, 6, 7. Yeah, I see it a few different ways. I mean, it's also like the fandoms are so vast now and encompass so many different types of people. There are so many fans of both Drag Race and Housewives who are never on the internet, who do not engage in that part of it at all. They watch the TV show, talk about it with their friends, go on about their lives.
That's amazing. I live and breathe for those people. Oh my God, it's amazing. If you are ever just like feeling down from something that you read online, I implore you to go outside and just get recognized by somebody. And it is the most gratifying feeling in the world. This happened to me a couple of times in this past couple of weeks when I've just been feeling shitty and I'm like getting recognized somewhere that I would not even be, thinking. Honey, fabulous. On the subway in New York City. And
Mama.
and like normally in New York, we don't really, people will see us, but they won't be like, hi. This woman was like, hey. I was like, what's up, girl? And it was fabulous. And yeah. So Lisa Rinna, go get recognized on the subway.
And if that doesn't work, I would say, one life pulls you down, put on a
A
shiny
shiny
sequins
sequins gown.
gown.
Well, and speaking of that, one last segue at the top, we have some news to share
We do.
about a brunch that is coming back, being resurrected, if you will, back before the pandemic, about 2019. Jackie Cox, myself, Keisha Carr, and Jarvis Durrell all did a wonderful, wonderful brunch called Sunday Services at Therapy. Ryan Overberg, our show director, um, and Mama, we are running it back at the
We are
Lori
doing
Beachman.
it.
Limited time only.
Limited. Only one seating, which we always did two seating, so it's like very limited. It's only one seating
One seating.
for 3 weeks only. We're doing the 29th, Easter, the 5th, and then the 12th, which will be our little birthday party for me.
I know. I'm so excited.
So if any of you are in the tri-state area or are planning to be, come see us Sundays at 1 p.m. at the Laurie Beachman Theater.
Yeah, I'm so excited to be back with the girls. It's going to be an absolute romp, as they say.
Yeah, and if you want tickets, as you're listening or watching this, just go to thebeachman.com. That's BeechMan.com.
The beach.
Thebeachman.com.
The Beachman, honey. I love it. Well, Jackie, should we catch up? Should we
We got
give
to
our
catch up on
thoughts
some
about a
drag
couple of
race.
different episodes that we haven't touched on?
Yeah, so I loved you and Plazzy on the pod, but I have my own
Thank you.
opinions, and
Of
we
course.
should go back to the Snatcherella. That was very controversial, a lot of opinions, a lot
Let's
of
go back.
feelings about Miss Snatch Game. So they switched up this time. They gave us kind of like the Snatch Game of Love, but not really because there didn't have that wall in between. So it was more about interacting a little more, I would say, loosely. And they had
Yeah,
multiple bachelors, so that was kind of fun.
great. It
And all the bachelors were hot, so that was kind of fun.
was great visually for everybody.
And then, I think we had some interesting choices, and some
That's for sure.
controversial choices. I think that the one that I've seen the most people talking about online was Athena Dion as a imaginary made up Greek woman who is a ex-wife of Aristotle Onassis, who famously married Jackie Kennedy after JFK. And he did have a first wife before Jackie, but this was not the woman that Athena was playing. She played a made-up woman
And
named
it's like, if you have
Greta.
to explain it like that, I think it's just like, let's give it a chop, honey. Who else? Who else do you got? Come on. What else is in your book? Let me see. Yeah.
Yeah, it was a I don't know if it was the best choice, but
Be Angie Katsunavis.
right. You could literally could have done the same thing. And then Angie has that voice that's kind of like this, or like maybe that's Lisa
Yeah.
Barlow. Who am I thinking of?
I
Angie's
mean,
voice.
you're not far. You're
Yeah,
like,
she
they
has
are similar. They're just on opposite ends of the spectrum, I
yeah.
think.
Yeah, Lisa Barlow's a little deeper, but I feel like Angie gets Nevis. It's like I'm here to talk about
Hi, body
the
count hair.
yeah, high body count hair. Yeah, very Angie gets Nevis.
Karastas.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Also in that group we had Jane Doe, Truman Capote. I thought this was great.
Yeah,
I would say
fun.
this. I I understand the kind of like instinct to drag up your face because you're on a show called RuPaul's Drag Race. But Truman Capote was not known like he wasn't like he didn't do like an effeminate face. And
Yeah.
so I thought Jane was wearing a little too much of a drag face for this, even though her impression was spot on. I think if she would have gone more the route that Nene went, which is Nene just did an old age makeup as David Attenborough, I think would have suited the character even more. Um, and Nene, of course, jumping ahead, wins this, which
Yeah. Well
work.
deserved. She was
Also,
awesome.
I will say, like, can get it as a daddy.
I was into
When
it.
when you know as a twink that you can get it as a daddy, what a joy to know that.
I was into it. I loved it all. Absolutely.
We also
Um,
had in the first group we had Mia as Bloody Mary.
go off, girl. You know
Go
what?
off.
You know
She
what?
yeah, here there's just so many like little jokes that you could like dump it into ChatGPT and just do something. I don't know, like give us some kind of puns on you literally have all of blood humor in the world to like
Did she like start like I forget. Did she like start with her mouth open and like blood coming out?
yeah, I mean she's kind of bloody in general, but I don't think
But like did she have
yeah,
like a gag where she was like, "Hi, oh my God, like I'm so excited to be here." And then she just starts like bleeding out of her mouth. Like Meg Stalter did that to open up one of her shows and it was I mean, I think Meg Stalter is hit or miss for everybody. Obviously, she is the biggest hit in the world for me, but
yeah.
like she's like I only start bleeding when I get really nervous and I think I'm doing good sometimes and then like six like 30 seconds later she starts to like bleed out of her mouth and it's like so funny.
Mia started not do anything that clever. Her I guess most clever thing is she referred to her bloody shoes, which she called her Louis Vuitton shoes. So, but I love the girl. What
Her
an
Louis
amazing
Vuitton.
but doesn't she seem like someone you want to hang out with, which I think is the real
Oh,
prize of RuPaul's Drag Race.
absolutely. I love Mia Starr. I have
Love
said some
her.
things about her drag that I do not, it's not my favorite at times, but I think that the best part about a drag queen is their personality and if I want to hang with them. And you bet your ass I want to see Mia Starr, honey. Oh, yeah.
And then the last one in that group was Darlene as Mrs. Claus, which was just fine. It was kind of whatever. The second group, which was Kenya as Lizzo, not good.
Not
Not good.
good.
Not good.
Not good.
Juicy tried doing JoJo Siwa. Not good.
Not good.
Not good. Not good. And then the two that did better in this were um
Discord and Mikey.
Discord as the Pope, which I thought looked like I was actually pretty impressed by the makeup on Discord. Like she was able to transform literally into that
Yeah.
character from Family Guy, like the
Yeah.
creepy neighbor guy.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ, horrifying. Yeah, you're right though.
Literally that
It
guy.
was terrifying. And props to you, girl. That was, I mean, that's also the thing about like she didn't make up a character, but she did give like a personality to somebody that's real. And it's kind of like, I get that. Like I
Hmm.
wanted to do that. Um, but then it's like, you know, Bloody Mary's a myth, and it's like a, what? So what is that? I don't know. I don't know.
And then of course Mikey, who has the Jackie Cox correct interpretation of this game, doing a very spot on and over the top impersonation of Drew Barrymore. And much like me, though she didn't win the challenge, she did win this in life as she then got to guest star on the Drew Barrymore show, which is iconic.
It all comes back to Lisa
Mikey was
Rinna.
definitely my winner.
Mikey
Mikey
did
was my winner.
great. Yeah, congrats, Mikey. You are absolutely incredible. She is on the rise, as she should be.
Hmm.
And I love that we're living in a Mikey Meeks world right now. And shout out to Drew Barrymore. And shout out, I guess it's probably Ross too, who was like, get this chick on the show. Like, that's awesome. Like, good for everybody.
Yeah.
Big win
Then
all
the
around.
next episode, so yeah, so then, things don't go well for our girls and Mia goes home, which I don't think
Yeah,
anyone was that surprised by.
sad. No, it was Mia. Like, I didn't see Mia going to the end. And so it's
Yeah.
kind of like, Sorry, girl.
Yeah. Though I will say, like, the fans were like, wait, but didn't she do better in the lip sync? And I would like to say that on RuPaul's Drag Race, there is a world where when it's your time, it's your time.
Yeah,
Even if you did better in the lip sync, it's
it's so
just
tea.
what it is.
It's
You
just
know?
your time, doll. Yeah.
It's just my time. People still argue about me versus Crystal on season 12, and I'm like, you know what? It was just my time. This
Yeah,
doesn't really matter.
sure.
Doesn't really matter. It's my
No.
time to go. It's my time to go. Okay, then we had the
Fanny.
Rusical episode.
Rusical
Fanny.
Fanny. I thought this was pretty good overall.
Hmm.
I was very pleased with the ladies, for the most part. Definitely had some misses in there. Um, but like Mikey was awesome. She did a great job. Her voice sounded amazing.
She
Jane
sounded like
as
you, I thought. I thought like on some of those notes,
yeah.
I was like, she's giving me my sister tease.
Yes, absolutely. She sounded great. She rapped, she had fun, she looked like $1 million. My
Hmm.
favorite parody of the entire thing was definitely Jane Doan as Miss Shenanigan. That is hilarious. Miss Hannigan, Miss Shenanigan is awesome. I was like, go off, producers, World of Wonder, yes. Like Miss Shenanigan, I don't know, it really killed me.
Really gotcha?
It really did. I don't know. It really tickled me. It really tickled me. Um,
Ah.
and then yeah, like everybody was like fine. Athena clearly um just did not do a single thing with the character. And I hate it. I love her. She's so much fun. Like I love that she kind of can take the piss out of herself online too. Like she knows who she is and is confident in rocking that. I love that.
Yeah.
Again, would love to hang out with this girl. Would love to hang out with
Oh
this
yeah.
girl.
Honestly, I would love to hang out with all of them. They all kind of have these
Yeah.
like fun, great personalities. Like I'd love to like get inside Discord's brain, see how it works, because I don't understand it. But I
Right. Oh yeah. That one is a
yeah,
is funny.
I will say I also liked that it was I like when it's them lip syncing to their voices. I really like when
It
they lip
adds.
sync to when they lip sync to other people's voices, it just I'm like, so this isn't really a rusical. This is a lip sync challenge. Because like
Yeah.
yeah, I I like that they give them the chance to like zhuzh it in the edit so that they can like make their voices sound a little better than if they were just singing live on the stage. That's fine. But like I want to see what are your actual character choices vocally. Like what
Right.
are you doing? You know?
I was trying to look up the name of the girl who does the all of the impressions. I was like, what's
Oh,
her name?
Christina Bianco.
Christina Bianca. Yeah, I was like, it's
Hmm.
Christine Bianco is what I typed in. So close.
No, that's right.
Um,
It's Christina Bianco.
Oh, okay. It was really close. Okay. I was like, no shade to you, Miss Christina. No shade to you, Miss Von Zell Solomon. We love you, honey. But let's hear the girls. Let's throw some auto
Let's hear
tune
the
on and
girls.
see what they're making choices doing. You
Yeah,
know what
see what these
is
girls got.
I do have to say, and maybe this is because I was what's the word I'm looking for? Victim to this. Or I fell victim to this. I would love for them to give us a little more time, not to like marinate with those characters. Like
Hmm.
let's make that like the last thing of the night. Why don't we switch and do choreography with the words so
Hmm.
that we can put in our bodies a little bit more of that character and then we can sing. Then we can come up with those things. I don't know. And by this I meant this wouldn't make sense at all for me, which I felt, when I did the All Stars girl group challenge, that wouldn't have worked out at all. But I didn't like going
Well,
first, and I
I
thought I
mean,
should
it's
have
two
went after the
things.
lunch break like everybody else got to.
I think that it's oh yeah, sometimes the timing of things. I mean, this happened to me on season 12, right? When we had to do the commercial challenge and I was the
Yeah.
last person and I had to wait and wait and wait. And by the time I got there, they're like, Jackie, you have 10 minutes. And that's why I walk in there like a mad woman and I'm just like, you do this, you do this, you do this. And they're like, Jackie, you were so bossy. And I was like, because you said I had 10 minutes.
Yeah, I know. And you did that, girl.
Um, I did do that. And I will say, I like most of their character choices. I do think, you know, I really like Athena, and I wish that we could see more of her personality sometimes through her drag because her drag is so drawn up. But
Yeah.
like the camera is this close, unlike when we're at the club and we want
Yeah.
to see like the bigness. So it's like I think she could have really something about her paint could be a little more accessible to our eyes so that we can like see in her drag character. Because like I love when it cuts to her in the confessionals. I love when she's talking in the workroom. Like she has interesting things to say and she's funny. But sometimes I
Yeah.
think the drag makeup can get in the way. And I felt this way with Miss Vita Star too. So I
Yeah.
think that that can happen when you have this really intense paint and we can't maybe always connect to you.
Yeah.
But other, I
I
know it's weird because some queens do
can
like an
you
intense paint and it's different for each girl, I think. I don't know.
yeah, I mean, I think that it's also like it's funny because I think I was just listening to Athena at Roscoe's talking about how like she's just like a drag queen and she's like
Yeah.
I love like she's like that's like I come from a different school than a lot of these girls and I don't want drag to get lost. And I will say like she is definitely one of those like old school divas. Like she is a drag queen's drag queen. Like at the end of the day, like she like that's her strength. Like just being
Yeah.
a good drag queen and painting like that and hosting a show and having everybody, do that. So I yeah. It is also funny too because if you don't have that experience on TV, and I don't know if she's like been on the news or something. Like, who knows? We've all been doing things here and there, but that isn't. It's a very specific thing that you really have to paint sharply for, and it's
And
like,
she was on stage the whole, almost the whole, once she came out, she was on stage the whole rest of the time. And it's like that camera
yeah,
kept cutting to her. And it's,
I
you got to keep
know,
that face doing something, but
yeah,
it's tough. And also, you never know, like, there could have been other times when she looked amazing and they just didn't show it. But I mean,
yeah. Well,
she's cunt and puss
hope
and
I
good
see
for
her
her.
somewhere.
She,
Yeah,
let's
love
party
that
making
runway that
outfits.
she did. Really quick
Mm,
in this episode, I really want to call out Darlene Mitchell. That runway by Mondo was amazing,
that was
and
beautiful.
her as Brandy Sandy, awesome. Darlene
Yeah.
Mitchell killed this episode. She was amazing.
Yeah, she really did look amazing. I thought that the dog was funny. It's funny because she's also like 8 feet taller than Mikey Meeks. It's like
Incredible.
hilarious.
Yeah.
I loved it. I think this was a really well done, fun musical. I would go see like a full version of this, like a full hour-long version of this would be fun to go see, like a real musical. Yeah, I
Why is
enjoyed
that
it, and I think
ass
that
so big, Fanny? Like, what?
I know, so silly.
I'm, of course, on
Ugh.
Wikipedia right now,
Ooh.
and they, of course, don't get that Mikey Meeks is Fannie and not Fanny as listed.
Hmm.
Because ballet, opera, and theater are dead.
Whoa, pause. We gotta talk about Demon Twink Chalamet.
Chalamet. I
Like,
shut
I
up.
saw someone post how to lose an Oscar in 10 days, and that's crazy. I mean, I think the voting
Woo!
is
Yeah.
done, but like, girl.
Well, I hope that if he wins, which I don't think that he will, I hope that he takes that time to apologize to the opera
Hmm.
and ballet community. Bitch.
I hope my girl Kate wins. I know there's some others who are favored over her, but my girl Kate's up in there. We'll
I
see.
saw a video of somebody being like, I think that she could win. And I'm kind of going, I would love to see it.
She's streaming now on Peacock. If you haven't watched yet, you can now watch it for
Yes!
free if you have Peacock.
Fabulous,
Come see
darling.
me. Come see me. Yeah, speaking of Snatch Game, I'm a Barbara impersonator.
Yes!
Work. Yeah, this was a great
Uh,
runway. I love the color story. I like this episode. I like the Snatch Game and the musical episodes. I thought were great episodes.
yeah, I think that we've been on a good trajectory.
But the most recent episode,
There's definitely something to be desired, yeah, from this one.
not only is it the third design challenge,
Crazy.
it's the it's the episode where no one goes home. They
And
don't
no one
even
comes back.
no one goes home, no one comes back, no one they don't even like pretend to like raise the stakes at any point.
No.
You know, to recap this episode, they don't bring the girls back. They bring back suitcases of their old things, and then the other girls have to make looks out of leftover fabric. All of them make really great garments. Unclear how this happens, considering we've seen them design horrible things in the past. Unclear how much time they had, if they had help. There is something, though, that we need to discuss.
And that
That's not
is.
necessarily about this episode. I have heard tell that they have changed what is allowed off camera.
How so?
I'm spilling some tea right now. The girls no longer are separated off camera. The girls are no longer in a hotel. They're in a separate private place where they have access to an outdoor courtyard where they can like basically hang out whenever off camera with no one necessarily there.
What?
This is tea I've heard. These girls do not have the like
Supervision that we
RuPaul
did?
sequester prison system that we were in. Like these girls literally apparently have access to like each other almost all the time off camera, which explains, remember there was all that drama between Mia and Briar that happened off camera and I was like, when is this
Right.
happening? Like how does this like we were at lunch, we had someone sitting with us to make sure
Just
we didn't
fucking
talk about
zip it.
anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, like there was, and I was like, how is this happening? So apparently this season these girls got to hang out off camera and now I'm like, okay, so then did they help each other with these garments? Like what happened off camera for this episode that they all suddenly have beautiful garments? Like
Right.
how did Juicy sew that?
This is what I will say. This is what I will say. I think
A
that if you
lot
are
of
doing,
suspicion.
oh, okay, one, let me just touch on the juicy, and then we'll get back to the living situation. I think that
Hmm.
if you're trying to sew something and you are doing it for hours, like twice before, I think you'll learn something hopefully by the third try, and maybe
Yeah,
it's like, I mean, I think what she made was like fine. I think it was definitely the worst.
sure.
But I think maybe she picked it up. That being said, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Um, are they in like an Airbnb or something? Like, where did you hear this?
I cannot
Sources
reveal my
can't be.
sources.
Yeah, no, we cannot. We cannot. TMZ.
On
Um,
camera, I'll text you later. Well,
okay, I love
actually,
that.
wait, I'm gonna text you the source now, and then you're really gonna gag.
Oh Lord, live reaction. Oh my God! Wow.
So it's legit.
And let me
You're gagged a
say,
little, aren't you?
well, I am gagged, but I also am like I have more questions. We can't talk about this anymore. We can't talk about this anymore.
Yeah, we can talk about it more, but I do think it's affecting some things in terms of how the season is. I will say
That's what
it's
I was
definitely
gonna
played into
say.
like,
Is that person pro or con this?
oh,
Because to
we'll talk about
me,
that off camera too. It's
because to
surprising, right?
me, because to me, it definitely did affect. Um, I think
Yeah.
this season is
Yeah, well, and I think, we when we had that entire segment where it was the girls talking about boom boom pow, like that was a whole segment of an episode where girls talking about a song that was not the song they were lip syncing to. That was not even a song that they clearly had given to them to lip sync to because they mentioned, "Oh, wouldn't this be fun if this was a song?" No, no, this wasn't a song that like was on their iPods that was planning to be lip sync. They just started talking about boom boom pow.
All roads lead
And that
back
was
to
an
Fergie.
actual segment because I feel like we would sometimes devolve into like these lunatic conversations. And they're like, you guys
Of
stop. We're never going to use
course.
any of this. Like
Right.
this is like let's talk about something else
We
as
were we
relevant
were
to
we
like
were
this
monitoring
episode.
ourselves. Yeah. Like, Jane, you
We
can't sing.
like, and then I was like, oh, and then we get to the judging. They love everything.
Right.
I'm like, this is no longer an episode of television. Like, I
Where are the
get the fact
stakes?
that you're like, right, where are the stakes? You want us to believe. Like, people still to this day will be like, well, Jackie, they were going to save you anyway in the makeover challenge episode. And I was like, I did not know that. I did not think that. I walked back to the workroom and they had the cameras set up for the mirror message for one of us to write the mirror message because I had to grab my knee pads. So I saw that in the workroom, the like different lighting setup and everything for the mirror message. So I went back on that stage being like, I had to fight for my life.
Yeah.
So it was not like a, oh, we're definitely saving her kind of a thing. Maybe it was, but that's not how I felt. So
No.
for me, the stakes were very real. I don't think for these girls, the stakes were even that real. Like they were kind of like,
And it's funny because they all did really well. Like, did
right. Well, that's what I'm saying is like, are they working together off camera? Like, is Jane getting up in there and like fixing all their garments? Or is Nene up in there showing them how to like hem stuff? You know what I mean? Like, what is happening?
is there a singer at the Airbnb?
I'm assuming.
Girl, I can't.
I don't have that detail, but that I don't have that detail.
Well, now I want to investigate. Well, let's get into these looks then, Mama. Thank you
Hmm.
for saying that.
For kudos for saying that, Mama, for
For
spilling.
spilling. Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
just a gag. And so different from what we did.
I was quarantined for 10 fucking days in a hotel when I went back for All Stars.
Jesus. Oh my God.
No phone, nowhere. Me and some
Yeah.
sleep, I'll tell you that much. Okay, let's get into it.
Yeah.
So all of the girls
Okay.
and all of the girls are given somebody's suitcase. Now, do we know if they like all had to prepare a suitcase to give to them, or were these just like the essence? Because they were all alluding to like, oh, I'm gonna be so mad at Athena, or I'm gonna be so mad at Sierra. Like I like
Yeah.
what? Like, or was that just the judges? Or was that just the producers giving them whatever as the essence?
No, I think it was because the girls would have been like, we never brought this. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like it must have been real-ish. But I do think I'm sure some of the girls were like, I doubt we'll be using our own suitcases.
Sure.
So that's what I think it was. I think they were like, bring a suitcase of fabrics to make a look out of.
But
And then
how
the
did
girls are like, huh.
I just
Like,
don't
you know what I mean?
understand.
Because like, why would they, you know what I mean? Like, in what world would you
I
make
just don't.
a garment out of fabric you brought from home? Like, that would never happen in a challenge. So I bet these girls were like, oh, I can sabotage.
And Sierra did just that. I mean, that's my thing. I'm like, how did she have the foresight to do that? She also is somebody who is wacky enough that maybe, and she does know her way around a sewing machine, and maybe she had a plan. Maybe she was like, I know what I can do with this, and I know what I'm going to do. Who knows? Neither you nor I. But you know what we do know
What do
is
we know?
that Mikey had Briar's, Kenya had Vita's, Juicy had Mia's, Jane had Sierra's, Darlene had Athena's, Nene had Dee Dee's, and Discord had Mandy Mango.
Nini Hadidis. I like
Nene had
that.
Dee Dee.
Nini
Nene had Dee
Hadidi,
Dee.
the newest
Yeah,
supermodel, Nini Hadidi.
Nene had Dee Dee.
Okay, let's go through these looks by one. First up, we had Darlene in this zebra print black moment.
I loved
Love the
it.
red mullet. I thought the makeup looked beautiful. The garment looked beautifully constructed.
The
I thought she
garment
looked
was
great.
the garment was awesome. I did not like the makeup. I totally got what she was going for, but I thought she looked a little suspicious. I thought it was giving a little suspicion, especially with that flat hair. If she had big ass hair, I think this would have been show stopping.
You
It
want like the
was,
big 80s hair.
I want big 80s. That was a mullet.
You're like a baby mullet.
that was quick drag mullet to me.
Ooh.
And I loved Darlene, but I thought
Well,
that if
as
she
we
had
saw,
big
she has an
80s hair,
entire bag of quick drag wigs.
I know. And it's kind of like stack a couple doll. I don't know.
Sure.
Um, that was my opinion. What did you think? You liked
Yeah,
it?
I liked it. I thought it was cute. I thought it was well made. I loved, I don't know. It did feel very Molly Ringwald to me.
Yeah.
And like she looked like she was having fun. I mean, I guess on some level it's like, well, she's still a bedroom queen, so I did also see that with her.
Yeah.
Um,
She looks great
then we
though.
had Miss Discord Adams, who gets this was like the big controversial part of the night, which was she used safety pins that were not in the
This
box.
is what I have to say. You're allowed to use things that you brought. And if she brought that, then she brought it. Like, unless somebody's going in there with a red flag saying, no, you can't use it, which I'm sure the producers would do,
Yeah.
or if
Didn't
they
that
didn't,
happen to which season did that happen to? Someone stoned their outfit. Didn't that happen to Lexi Love? That like she stones an outfit and then she'd take the stones off? Or was that
yeah, something like that did happen. I think it might, I don't know if it was Lexi, but I think it was that
someone in that
season.
season? Yeah.
Yeah.
There
But
was
well, then I guess that is,
but were they just safety pins that were like in the like supplies area? Or were they ones she brought from home?
that's true. If it's in the
Because I think I
supplies,
think I think the rule is if it's something that everyone has access to,
right.
So if
That's
there was like a box of, 8,000 safety pins and she was like, does anyone want to use these? And they're like, no. And she's like, great.
Yeah. I when I was on All Stars, I did bring it was obvious what our ball was going to be, so I was like, I'm gonna bring stuff to prepare for this. And
Hmm,
I did, but I actually didn't even end up using it because I had enough there, which I was not anticipating. But to me, it's like if you can crack the code, mama work. Like, I wouldn't be mad if somebody brought something else from home and was like, I knew that it was going to be this. I would be like, you know what? Fucking work. Like, if it actually lines up with what you're trying to do, I don't know. I'd go for it. So, but like, you can bring patterns. You know what I mean? Like, that's an advantage as well.
sure.
So it's kind of like, I don't know. I think I as somebody who is not a seamstress or and loves to get creative with things, I think that like if I ever went back, I'd bring a fucking grommet and just like I don't know, make something like
Sure.
lacy or whatever and just like make it cute and fun.
Cute.
Like why not? You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah. I will say, and I like that she worked on her walk. That was fun. She got the thumbs up from Mama Ru. I thought that was cute.
No nail, Mama Roo in that orange wig. I love it. That was cute. That was really
That was cute.
cute to me. I
That was
like
cute.
I love how much she loves her. I and that's the thing. Like Jackie, you know how I feel about Discord. She to me is not like I I haven't loved everything that she's done this competition, but I've always said she's been true to herself and she shows up for
Period.
who she is and we can see how authentic she is and I really love that for her. So I'm happy that she's getting a moment to shine with Rue.
Yeah, and I think she's found humor in it too, which I was that was the part that surprised me because when I first saw her, I was like, oh, this girl can't see like the forest from the trees, and I'm like, oh, she's kind of in on the joke now, so it's kind of fun, and that's we're
Yeah,
here to have fun.
I want, and it's
We're here to have fun.
interesting. Like, I wonder if, yeah, let's have fun. I wonder
We're
if
here to have
it's
fun.
like just like a conversation that was had or something, because you can kind of see a shift. Maybe she was just like, you know what, whatever, and just was like, I've been safe this whole time. Let me just have fun. Oh, if only I could have done that.
Next up, we have Miss Juicy Love Dion in her harem pant, harem sleeve
Disco
bodysuit
situation. Like
disco
if
moment.
Darlene was in this hair, I kind of would have gagged. You know what I mean? Like if she had that like
Mm,
volume and stuff, just like big 80s, that black hair. Yeah, I thought Juicy did good. It was very like her style. Something like I think that it could have been lined and that, the I got the idea. And it was what it was. How about that? How about
how
that?
about that?
Stick that in your harem pant and smoke it.
Yeah, and the shoe was not great. Honestly, here's the thing. If it would have been a black boot, then we wouldn't have kind of seen it. It would have like disappeared into the pant, but because you
Mm,
see like the Mary Jane strap of it all, I think even if it didn't have the strap, you know what I mean? Like it either had to be like a pump or a boot.
give me a
Like the
pump,
strap doesn't really make
bitch.
sense. Like the strap doesn't really make sense for this kind of a look.
Also, like, she doesn't pad. Doll, let's get.
Some volume.
Did she ever Tootsies out?
She did never tootsies out, and she did pad, which she talked about as if it was like some
Okay.
accomplishments.
Because
She
I
was
was
like,
like,
"And
if
I
we're gonna.
padded," and I was like, "Yeah, it's drag."
Fucking, I'll never forget. One of my favorite things is like the
Uh,
when they slow down Kimora Black's thing on the runway where she's like, I'm always so padded and I feel really vulnerable up here right now. She looks like a million fucking bucks and she's like, I can't believe I'm doing this without my pads. Like it's just like you like ripped her identity away from her. And it's like the funniest thing. I love it. And Juicy is here fishing for the same thing. I live. You know what?
the
Go
same
off,
the
girl.
same honor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
she's
she
so
she did wear
teeny tiny.
pads. Yeah, right. I mean, they're like very small pads, but she looks great.
Yeah.
Then, of course, is Jane Don't in the patchwork dress of very few colors. Um, I will say it's cool the way she made this. Like I was impressed. Way to make a patchwork dress, and then the appliques kind of hide some of that seaming. Really smart. I mean, she's a like
She's a
the
seamstress.
only thing it seems like she can't do is like dance especially well. But other than that, she can kind of do everything else that one needs to do in drag. Like she certainly can sew better than most people can. She is an amazing actress. She's funny. She has a decent singing voice. Like
Yeah. She's good.
crown it, mama.
Yeah, she's the real deal for sure. She is the real deal. I gagged at this. I thought it was incredible. I was like, that is sickening. Like, wow, 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 wow. Looked like a million fucking bucks better than most of the things that people brought this season. No shade. It is fab.
Yeah. Yeah, she looks great. Looks great. And then we have a couple more. We have Miss Nini Coco, who is only middle of the pack this episode. Doesn't
Nine Nine
doesn't end up
Cuckoo.
in the top two.
I know.
But
I was surprised about that. I did think it was between her and Kenya for sure, but Darlene's was really awesome too. But Nini's, I was like, girl, that's like fashion. Like, I don't know,
it is
like,
fashion. The
what a
silhouette was
unique
interesting.
idea. Like, oh my God,
Yeah.
where did you get that silhouette from? That idea, that hair, everything she did was perfect on there. The like craftsmanship of the sewing was wonderful. Like,
The
all of those
bodysuit fit her
ruffles,
impeccably. All
like,
of it.
girl, plus the color blocking on that, like go off. Like I don't know. I was gagged that she was not in the top this week. It was a good week for
Yeah.
everybody. It was a good week for everybody.
It was because next up we have Mikey Meeks, who was one of the weaker ones, I think, this episode. Here's the thing:
Yeah.
if she didn't have the muff and the like, this doesn't really make sense as an après ski look, which is how she built it. But I love that she like went for an idea because she had
Yeah.
to like make it seem like it was going to a party.
I love a concept. Yeah, and you know what? That's fabulous. I thought that if this was in a different color, it would have been huge. Like if this was in like a
Mm,
snow color, it would have been
mm,
a huge hit. But I loved that. Yeah, she's a theater queen. This is what I was saying. I'm like, the
yeah.
theater queens, like, we love a concept, we love an idea, we love an era, we love to put a spin on something. And I love that she took it there. And it was really well made. She did a great job.
I just love that she was like, yeah, for a girl from Florida, this is like what I think is like people wear it on skiing, which I thought was funny.
That's
I was like, well,
really funny.
yes.
Go, girl.
Well,
You better say
yes, good for
that.
her. And then last but certainly not least, we have Miss Kenya Pleaser, who was,
Yeah.
the big surprise of the night that she made something that looked beautiful. It looked like it was lined.
I
I was
know.
like, go off.
She did really kill this. And also, like, not for nothing, she is a big girl and she
It's
made
harder.
that in 24 hours. It's harder. She worked with what she had and made a silhouette that she knows she's good at. She did it to the best of her ability and executed it flawlessly. She looked beautiful. I am very happy that she is getting her flowers towards the end of this season. Because do I think she's gonna go all the way? I'll be honest, no. But I do really like her. I love her personality, and I think that she showed up for this and she didn't get in her
Yeah.
way. She knew that she had to show up and do this and really eat it, and she did.
Now that we're getting towards the end, I guess, like I'm assuming someone goes home next week. Like I still do think it's like her Discord juice, like who are the queens who like may not make it. But that's okay. They've all had great showings, but that's kind of who I'm thinking.
They've
I'm
had
not sure
great showings
who's
and
getting.
like 11 episodes at this point for them
Yeah.
next week.
Right.
Um, I
That's
think
crazy.
that,
This is such a long season.
yeah,
Oof.
I think that for me, the locked top three so far are Mikey, Jane, and Nene. And then I think that fourth slot is up for debate between Juicy, Darlene. I think Juicy or Darlene is probably going to take that. I think Discord and Kenya may be going in the next couple.
Yeah.
But you never know.
You literally never know. All will be revealed, and we'll be here to cover it all, my sister in drag.
We sure will. Mama, thank you for being here. Kudos for spilling.
Ugh.
Love you down, and I'll
I
see
gagged
you.
you a bit with that tea, didn't I?
You really fucking did. Mama, I can't make that a clip. That'll just be for the special ones. If they find it, they'll put it on something, whatever. But
Period.
all right, everybody, go to thebeachman.com to get tickets for our brunch with
Hmm.
Keisha Carr and Jarvis Community Brunch on January 29th, April 5th, April
No,
12th,
March 29th.
March
March
29th.
29th.
What did I say?
You said January. That's okay. Mama, it is always January
Okay, in
with my
my mind.
sister.
Thank you for catching. And you know what? I always know you're going to be catching me when I fall and when I misspeak. Like and subscribe on here, and we'll talk to you next week for the roast and a
Bye.
toast to Alyssa Edwards. That's what it is.